The State House has approved legislation that would ultimately slash the number of seats in that chamber by 50. It was also amended to include a similar 25% reduction to the size of the state Senate. Now, as governor, do you believe that a leaner legislature would be a more effective legislature?
I see no problem with having a smaller legislature and smaller costs of the legislature. They certainly have a large budget. They have large reserves also, as it recently has come out in the paper. It's a suggestion by Representative Smith. I know there was an amendment put on to include the Senate. That was not Mr. Smith's original version. I think that might muddy it up if it goes over, or if it's reconsidered over in the Senate to be just the House. I think it has a better chance of passing. I look at states like Maryland, that's right next to us. They meet only a couple weeks a year.
Yeah.
Now they're not quite as big as we are, but Virginia physically is as big as we are, and they meet a couple weeks a year. Look at Texas; they're a little bigger than we are. They meet. I think they meet 40 days every 2 years. And they get their job done.
So you were saying instead of downsizing, maybe we should downsize the session days, the session calendar?
No. What I'm saying is, and I'm not going to tell the legislature what to do. I think the people have been telling them what to do, and I think there's probably great support for this. But the legislature has to look at everything as they do. And you had the Speaker of the House recommending that they downsize the House. I support that.
I risk exposing myself as a cynical Capitol observer here, but
really,
But I look at this
You're
proposal.
One of how many?
All of them, I think. I look at this proposal and I see an election year gimmick here. It's something that would have to be passed in 2 consecutive sessions. They might pass it this session, but I don't think there's any way they pass it next one.
Well, I hope you're wrong. I hope they do pass it this session, and I hope they pass it next one. Things have changed. With technology today, we can stay in communication with people. People are on cell phones all the time, mobile phones all the time. We spend a whole lot of money on government in Pennsylvania, and as you know, I'm trying to reduce how much we spend on government. And I think people were probably cynical about me with my promise to reduce the vehicle fleet by 10%, and I think we're down to almost 12% already after the first year and some months. So give them a chance. Let's see what they do. I think Sam that's not a political ploy. I think he's serious about it. The question is, can he get support from the rest of the members?